Okay, this is memory. I brought some props. And so now imagine that this is your memory for one day, 24 hours. And imagine that this is 100%. Now they say 94%, more likely than not, we're in our subconscious. So that'd be about here. But we're just going to say you're playing video games for a couple of days, and this is probably where you would be. This is your subconscious. Now, in a 94% setting, this is what your subconscious would look like. Represents 24 hours. And these are all the moments that you had an event where you were actually present. So let's say this guy here cut you off and pulled you into the moment. So you're there for a minute, making sure you're safe, adjusting, and then you go into your subconscious where you're telling this guy what you really think and how you would handle that different next time. If you ever see him again, oh boy, you look out. Oh, another event. Okay, so you're back here for a minute dealing with that one. And then you're in your subconscious, and you're still back here arguing with this guy. Or maybe even add in a couple of these back here that you're arguing about because they took too long in the line. Damn it, you should have more tellers. So everything is frustrating. And then you argue about it with yourself in the yellows. This is 24 hours. This is 10 years, 20 years. This is your lifetime. This is your memories. Now, if you go to camping or go someplace that you're really excited about being at, it might look something like this. This is where you're actually present. And the yellows are where you might have drifted off here and there. But this is pretty good. It's the reverse of the other one. You're here 94% of the time because you're doing something that you want to do, whether it be skiing, camping. You're engaged for most of the time. And then there's this one. This again represents 24 hours. But this would be something like when you go to a retreat to get healthy, you're getting a massage, you're learning about nutrition, you're taking walks out in the woods, what berries you can eat, what kind of plant that is, the root is medicinal, talking with the trees. You're learning and you're engaged wholeheartedly in this. And this is full of blood. This is what your blood looks like inside you, actually. So you are really pumping blood here. You are involved. You are engaged. This is what your blood looks like when you cut yourself. So you're pretty engaged here. You're in and out, but the other one is completely different. And if you've ever experienced something like that, you know what I'm talking about. Same here. You're going skiing, camping. You know what I'm talking about. But you have a couple burps in there. And this is typical, 94% of the time. This is only 12 bands. That represents 12 minutes. You have 12 minutes and 12 seconds. But I figure you're watching this video, so I'm going to just strip you of those 12 seconds. So when you get old and your brain gets weak, the old guys that are going off now, they were pretty sharp because they actually had experience. They were more like this. They lived, they were engaged, they had to be to survive. So theirs is more like this, and they're more sharp because it's full. Here, now the people that are getting old, this is their memories, and they're lonely. This is their life. And the way I found this and decided to use this is I went back into my memory, and I was actually riding above it, flying down it to find different things that I can use here, representative of that thinking, that happened. Okay, now we're getting all these pieces together and dialing it in about manifesting throughout my life without even knowing that I did it. But nonetheless, as I was going back, I looked at it like one of those, like a long sheet, really. And then underneath it would be a band, and that would be a memory. And I saw this bundle. It's like a snake that ate a rabbit. You can see it inside of it. And then the rest of it is flat. And then there's another bundle. And so I had to examine this, and I figured out that all the flat parts, I was in my subconscious. And when I was conscious, there was a bundle. And this is what people are looking at in their lives. This is your whole life. This is representative of your life. Those are your memories. If you stick with 94%. How lonely is that going to be when you're stuck inside your head? Your children abandoned you in some home, and you only have your memories. You only have your memories. What a mess. You're just a knot. And you're going to die lonely and old and alone. And this, again, is done intentionally. Intentionally. Come on, time to snap out of it. Thank you.